Do you like horror films?
Yes, I do.
What kind of films do you like?
I like ones best that are subtle. But that being said, I also was really impressed by things like the early John Carpenter's, The Thing, The Fog. Those special effects, especially the special effects in The Thing, were groundbreaking and are things that really even now haven't been equalled. But that being said then, the horror genre is probably just about the oldest in the film history anyway. I've got the original cut of Nosferatu, I've got the original Dracula by Todd Browning, I've got the original Frankenstein from 1934, and all of those are really, really effective, as long as you don't expect sort of in-your-face modern effects, but something subtle and creepy. In the Todd Browning Dracula, there's an absolutely brilliant scene. I mean, even though it's 80 years old, the vampire Dracula, played by Bela Lugosi, is coming down the stairs, and there's this huge spider's web across the stairs, and he walks through it, and as he's gone through it, the spider's web's still there, and you know, it's just creepy. And there's a lovely one in the Christopher Lee version, the Hammer horror version, some years later, 56, where the person playing Jonathan Harker looks out of his bedroom window, and in fact he's looking down to see if he can escape, but there's this just sheer wall going down into a cliff, and then something makes him look up, and there's Dracula crawling down the wall immediately above him, head down, just crawling down the wall, and that is just jaw-droppingly scary. It really is. Just I love it.
So Alex, do you like horror films?
Yeah, they're my favourite genre of movie.
Why?
Because I like the anticipation and I like watching them with other people and watching their reaction to the movies. I just think they're really fun.
Horror films?
Yes.
What kind of horror films?
Psychological thrillers.
Why?
Because they're more exciting than the other ones, and the slashers I find unrealistic.
Oh, why do you find them unrealistic?
Sometimes the filming's done really badly, and yeah, the injuries are fake.
Okay, what do you like about horror films?
I like that sort of feeling of adrenaline you get when you watch them, you know, like, you know, the sort of feeling of like the relief after scares come, I guess. That's always cool.
I like it when they have a good plot twist, so the person that you think is the main threat isn't actually the main threat.
Why do you think our opening suits the horror genre?
There's a range of reasons which actually go into the bit about horror that I didn't discuss. What you've done in your film is you've used camera angles, you've used shots, that first very slightly shaky pan that goes across the front of the house. That in itself is disturbing. And then the events that slowly unfurl following that adds to it in that sort of subtle way that builds up and builds up and builds up. And if I was to compare the way you filmed that opening with any sort of famous horror films, it would be something like The Shining, where you've got those great big long pans and zooms that settle, and you get really disturbed by the setting and the way it's shot.
Thank you.